One woman from our area is especially glued to the television these days watching the war in Ukraine. The reason, she was born there and she still has family and friends there. I am pleased to be joined by her now, Marina Kuchar from Weatherly. Marina, I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you turn on the news, because when I turn it on and see what is happening in Ukraine, my heart breaks. And you know the places, you know the people, and you know your family is still there. So what goes through your mind?
Every time I look, I'm searching for familiar faces, for familiar places. It's in my town because there's a lot of chats going on, Telegram and other resources that I'm watching. And I try to recognize what's happening. I know they don't post everything. Every morning begins with checking my phone early in the morning and communicating, calling right away. I call my father, I call my mom, I call my best friend. It's every day. It puts a toll on me. I'm tired, but I cannot take my hand off the pulse of Ukraine, because you can't just go for 3 days and not check your phone what's happening, because the situation is very difficult. Anything can happen, even the worst thing that we can think, and we can imagine nuclear or anything. And that's how I can't stop. And I carefully, select what I'm posting and sharing. I believe we have a freedom of speech, and information that I choose I specifically make it for viewers, for my friends, for all kind of different people. So if they, to support Ukraine, to let people think that war still goes on, just the same power as it was in the first day.
What does your dad tell you? Like, are they in a safe area, or are they in an area where they're worried?
It's always a concern because every day every city is having airstrike alerts several times a day. Usually they begin at 4:35 a.m. just to wake up everybody, but sometimes they go randomly during the day. The systems, they detect the rockets flying, so they start doing the airstrikes, and people have sometimes from a couple minutes to could be 10 minutes till things fly. My father I don't think so he wants me to feel to be desperate and to give me this. He was always positive. He believes in God and he prays to God. He cannot leave. He wants to stay in a place because usually seniors, they are very difficult to adopt in a different place. And that's the place where he grew up, where he worked, connections, his house, and everything helps him. My mom as well, she stays home. She can be moved to a basement or any shelter. She's ill, and she has an assistant with her. We have a sitter who's coming every day to be with her. But her city is not as bombed. It's not. They don't have any at this time, like the destructions. But Mykolaiv city is heavily bombed.
What can we do to help?
In our informational age, information is very powerful. And when we talk about Ukraine, when we share this on our social media or talk to everybody, and the most important, if you know anybody, if somebody knows, call those Ukrainians too, people who live here, give them support as well, because we sometimes feel very isolated in a bubble, but it gives us more strength. Also, there's a lot of donations that you can do. There's the websites, and on the social media, there's a lot of them. They're very good. If you just Google, there is many different, for different cities, available. Also, you can find local donation groups, different Ukrainian churches or Ukrainian communities. You can ask in Lehigh. We know the Ukrainian Homestead people know where donations can go, and they can pick up for you. And if they go into Philadelphia to bring it there, they can. Another thing, ask what to donate, because not everything is useful. Because it's very specific what they need. It's not like something that you don't want anymore and you give it. It's not always that way.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Falvello Law Firm. Have you been injured in a car accident? Call Falvello Law Firm. Your case is our fight.